and just found something else to do.
After the war, 2003, it has been so difficult, and just on a daily basis.
We took a bold step to enter Liberia at that time when nobody wanted to come. Phase 2 represents a paradigm shift in the way you do mining in Africa, and now continue to build, very soon be a world-class mining operations in our country. I think it's amazing, and I'm happy to be part of it.
During the Ebola crisis in 2014, we stayed here. A lot of other companies and contractors left. We supported the government with the fight against the Ebola crisis. After that, we had a period of low iron ore prices where we maintained production, even running a loss. COVID period came along, we stayed. We are in here for the long time, the long term in Liberia, and working with the government, closely with the government as partners.
ArcelorMittal Liberia is the largest contributor to the national budget. Over the last 4 to 5 years, ArcelorMittal Liberia has been the largest taxpayer in Liberia. I'm a Liberian. I am an indigenous Liberian. My name is Eboh. Phase 2 project is an interesting topic that I love personally as a Liberian. Phase 2 promises to bring Liberia on the map. When Phase 2 is in full production, the 15 million ton concentrate, we will be the second largest producer of concentrate in Africa, and job security and security to the country. So Phase 2 brings solution to Liberia as a country.
It's the railway line that is at the moment being refurbished and upgraded to be able to transfer to 30 million tons per annum capacity. We are looking at using 15 million tons, perhaps going to 30 million tons at a later stage. But it gives the railway line another 15 million tons to be shared with potentially other companies, other people that would like to transport material over the railway line in the benefit for the country.
The process we will be using in Phase 2 will be completely different from what is being done now. We have systems in place that Liberians have not seen before. There'll be upskilling of Liberians to be able to use those pieces of equipment, and you are going to elevate that from 1,000 to 5,400 tons per hour. That's a massive jump. We are looking forward to a positive future.
The concentrator is meant to clean our iron ore, and there are a lot of people that will be employed there. In there, you get over thousands of people working there. And those people, they're from Liberia. And those people, they have family at the back. So one person, you work here and you have like 10 person that you're sponsoring. Just start checking how many person that will benefit from that concentrator.
It's the first time that we have a concentrator like this, which need to be operated, which need to be maintained. We spending, and we have to spend a lot of time, effort, resources on training. A vocational training center established in Jekepa, which is one of our pockets of excellence really, where we train up people like electricians, mechanics, all kinds of trades to a level which is internationally recognized.
We focus on the community interests, things that benefit the entire community instead of individuals. So that includes social economic development in their communities. So ArcelorMittal is the largest investor and a contributor to social development in our communities. Annually, we pay $3 million. That's helped to make a great impact in our communities. For example, you got schools constructed, clinics, playgrounds, and all of that. So it has helped a whole lot.
ArcelorMittal, great benefit. You know, the benefit our children are going to school, very useful in the community. That we used to get Eboh, like we used to get Senegal. Very important, because if our produce cannot go to the market, our children will not be in class.
We've been given a lot of opportunities for the fact that I'm playing the role I'm playing, and then there are other Liberian guys who in similar position. You can see that there's a possibility for growth, and then you feel part of the project. You're contributing to the future of Liberia.
My kids' school fees will be paid, my rent will be paid, my kids will have food, I can afford a car.
And I believe as well that one of the things that if we are successful in getting Phase 2 off the ground, it will show the external world what can be done in Liberia, and will have the potential to attract other investors, big investors, to come to Liberia and invest here. AML, as far as I'm concerned, a Liberian company. It is meant to be run by the Liberian people and owned by the Liberian people. I am very determined to make sure that even the CEO in the future is a Liberian person.
If we continue on this path we are on now, it will be good. I think we are more than maybe 2,000 young Liberians that are employed. Imagine getting 2,000 more people on board. What will they do for our country?
Oh, where do I start?
Scholar TV the best. Scholar TV the first. One of your gonna my saver. Scholar TV na song. One of your gonna my saver. Scholar TV na song. Scholar TV no again. Eke mele si woka. We Doro people, thank you. Our brother people, thank you. One not since I got in my country, this Trinity, I recover. You go queen, thank you. For Jala, thank you. One of you go mess not team. One of you go tape team. One of you go combat team. One of you go boy team. One of you go secretary. So this Trinity no again. Ekebe wona yeka. This Trinity no again. Ekebe wona yoga. This Trinity la son. This Trinity la son. One of you go ni massive. This Trinity no again. Telekoti, Aaron Kola, Monica, thank you. I will see Bawi. See over the Scholar TV. Eboh quite good, thank you. You are in America. You are in Europe. You are in China. Even in Africa. I can't take close to you. I can't take close to you. This Scholar TV will show you. I read it from the Macante. This Scholar TV will show you. Any news from the Macante. I read it from the Macante. This Scholar TV will show. This Scholar TV will show you what you never see before. This Scholar TV will show you that you never heard before. This Scholar TV will tell you those things you never heard before. I read it from the Macante. So Scholar TV that's all. Scholar TV that's all. Mama, no people thank you for supporting this Scholar TV. Our great people thank you for listening to this Scholar TV.
In which kind of country will you want your children to be? This is the question. It is not about you and me. It is about them. This is intergenerational. After we have elected them, you'll then see them sending their arrows ahead. You'll see Bill Gates come and meet your president. You'll see Tony Blair come and meet your president. You'll see Macron come and meet your president. You'll see all of them. And then they will never admit, but they'll be told, if you want money in agriculture, behave this way. If you want money in this area, behave this way. They will never tell that to the Chinese. They will never tell that to the Indians. They will never tell that to the Vietnamese. They will never tell that to the Koreans, but in Africa, they tell us. That is why, as I speak to you now, under this new scramble, the IMF and the World Bank are back, telling you who to hire in your universities, what to sell and what not to sell. It is a sad situation. So today, as I look at Africa in that new scramble, the Chinese are here, the Turks are here, the British are here, the French are here, the Qataris are here, the Americans are here. This time round, they are so subtle that we don't even recognize them, but they control us. What are we going to do about it? In order to develop, we must do something. It has also been demonstrated that it can be done. I've traveled across this continent and I've seen that development is possible. You go to Rwanda now. They are demonstrating that it can be done. Go to Kigali now. See what they are doing in the health sector in their own small way. See how they are collaborating in the area of mobile telephony in their own small way. It can be done. I've been to Botswana and I've seen what they are doing in their own small way. I've been to Mauritius, see what they are doing in their own small way. And they do not have the resources that other countries have. And I'm giving these examples to say that indeed it can be done, and it can be done within the continent of Africa. So what we must do is to begin to pull together. We have 55 telephone access codes. Nigeria 234, Ghana 233, Kenya 254, Tanzania 255, Uganda 256, Zambia 260, Zimbabwe 263. How can we, in this day and age, you cross into Benin, you cross into Togo, you cross into Guinea-Bissau, you have a different internet connectivity. Why can't Africa have a single satellite and a single telephone call?
Good evening to all who have joined us this evening. It might be in the morning hours, it might be night hours, wherever you join in from. We'd love to say good evening to all of you. Today is ladies' night, and what a wonderful way to welcome all of you to this very, very important broadcast today. We will be joining shortly a very important personality. As you may be aware, this is the One Nimba House Media Incorporated, Nimba Dina TV, and this program is being sponsored by Salamata, Liberia. And we want to say thank you. This is where we come and showcase scholars who are making tremendous effort in changing the dynamics of our country. Remember, during the times of Mama Ellen Johnson Sirleaf, she was so frustrated and said, look, the education system is a mess. This is why Salamata is trying to make it as a best as well. So I want to say thanks to all of you who have joined in. And my name is Ambassador Olakemo Bawi. We are here tonight, and we are very privileged to be joined by a wonderful man. He will be shortly with us. He's doing all he can. He will introduce himself. He is at the moment. So let's just usher him in quickly. A very young man. Can you hear us, sir? Hello? Hello? Elisha, can you hear us? Hello? Yes, I'm hearing you. You're supposed to wear something. Okay, so let's make sure he is adjusted. That we can get it on. Let me cross check again. Can you hear us?
Yes, sir.
Okay, great,
Yeah,
great,
sir.
great. Okay, so let's back a little bit. Just be there. You are very good. Just pay attention, and we're going to carry on this interview tonight. So our guest is already here with us. You just saw a glance of him, but let's acknowledge those who have joined us here tonight. We want to say Prince Blessu has joined us. Prince Hills from Kwende Nimbakante. We have something me one. He said Guevelin Nimba. Da Tumutu Basklu Belklu. I say I'm following as an Eselameta scholar. Thank you, Eselameta. Thank you so very much. Oh, Christian Toba is following us from Ban City. He is the CEO of Voices of Nimba online television. Elisha is here. And we have John C. Ntamba. He says he's following for Bannersville. And Hassan L.N. Kadia, he said, Ruben says Zoa is following us from Zikepa in Nimba County. So let's take this quick musical break and see if we can adjust and make sure our guest is already right there. So let's see whether we can take this quick musical break here and then get this going real fast here tonight. Just to tease you.
Are you living records?
So this is how we welcome people to Nimba County, and we want to say welcome to all of you who have joined this live broadcast. This is Nimba. By the way, I'm sitting right in the town called Dingamo in Nimba County, and the road behind me leads to Eselameta Yikepa City, Nimba County, where our man Malistin Dolo is tonight at Radio Voice of Yame. And we have Uriah Radio Seclipie in Nimba County, and Rufus Bob Dolier is at control at Radio Voice of Yahweh. Let us acknowledge those who have joined us before we come on here, because it is important that people take up their time to watch you on the television, take that data, This is something important, and we have to acknowledge that. Pastor Augustine Tia says, more grace, sir. Uncle Talape Wade Johnson is the administrator for the Secretary Comprehensive Center. He said, we are closely looking at you from Secretary State Gondong community. Samantha Nana Dolo, the prayer mother, is following us here tonight. And she is telling me that she's watching from Police Academy. And then we have Asan LN Kadia. He says, I'm following you for ELTV Rehab. So without much that we do, Guivlin District number 1 in Nimba County, Guivlin District number 2, Nimba County, Guivlin District number 3, District number 4, District number 5, District number 6, District number 7, District number 8, and District number 9. We love you all, and we want to say welcome to this broadcast. This is the program called The Truth of the Matter, and this is where we come to share information that will get us involved with the community, with community development across our country and across our land. And we have with us tonight a very wonderful personality. He will introduce himself for the benefit of our audience. Sir, you are welcome to Nimba D9 TV.
Thank you very much, sir. Am I audible?
Yes, you just need to increase. You need to increase your voice and your strength. That's all. Yeah.
All right.
Great.
Good day to
great,
all.
Great. Exactly.
Am I audible
Good
now?
day. Good day. We hear you. Yes, you are very audible. Yeah.
Yeah, I am Elisha O, Eboh, a personality of the Republic of Liberia. I am known now academically because I'm not fully swing into the professional field. Although I have my internship, that is my voluntary work at Ministry of Public Work. I work at the United Nations Association for 2 years, and also where I'm studying now, I've also done internship in transportation engineering for 6 months. But yesterday, my professional experience is no match to my academic experience because I have more academic experience than that of professional field. So academically, I can be introduced, yeah, as a a graduate of Chandigarh University, yeah, and also a graduate of the University of Liberia, and also a graduate of the St. Peter Lutheran High School, where I serve as president, and also a student of the Don Bosco Technical High School, where I was in junior high, and student of Sotiamo Christian School when I started my elementary schooling. So that is my introduction for now.
Good evening, Nimba. Good evening. Good evening, Liberia. Good evening to the rest of the world. We want to say welcome. This is the program called The Truth of the Matter. As we move forward into this interview, we will continue to and those who have joined us and following. We have one again, Imalo. I say, I'm following you from Iron Ladies Records. Thank you, Imalo, for the great work you're doing at Iron Ladies Record in Ganta. We have Moses KB Captain. He said, following live from Lofa County. Thank you so very much. Just hit the share button, and then we have a wonderful conversation. Sorry, I normally do not like to do this, but allow me to embarrass you and say, you are how many years old, for example?
Oh, age. Okay, it is very important, but in the professional field, we don't like to inform our age. In a relationship, I can inform my age, but in professional, even in CV and resume of this time, we don't place age because of stereotype. There are people who believe that certain character or certain ability are limited in individual based upon their age. But for the convenience of the public, I am between the close interval of 20 to 30 years. Yeah, so yeah.
That is very interesting. That is very interesting. Abraham Cannon said, "Good evening. How are you doing this evening? Thank you. We are okay. Keep sharing the live video. Keep sharing into your WhatsApp group, into your Messenger, Telegram, on Facebook, and you can also watch us on the Nimba Dina TV on YouTube. But thank you, Elisha, for the wonderful intro and a young man, very inspiring. He's here. We're now going to give you 5 exclusive minutes of our time, and then you can tell us more in 5 minutes and share with us your success stories as it relates to how you obtain your scholarship from Accelermeter and what impact this will make on your life and that of the country called Liberia. We'll give you 5 minutes of uninterrupted time to tell us how did you, for example, get involved with Accelermeter? How did it all happen and all of that? We'll listen to you. Our audience in Yikipa, they are listening to you. Our audience in Nimba County and the rest of the world, they are following you. Your story could just inspire somebody. So we're listening to you at the moment.
Great. Thank you so much for this great privilege to share my experience. Number one, about how I got the Arsenal Winter Scholarship. Number two, I had you saying how it's going to benefit me and Telly and how it's going to benefit Liberia as a whole. But the third one, it will not just benefit Liberia, it's going to benefit Africa and the world at large. So Arsenal Meta is indeed doing well. Starting with how I got the Arsenal Meta scholarship. To the point, when I was sophomore student in the University of Liberia, I was taking a stroll and I saw on the chairman of engineering door. I saw on his door that Asna Meta is doing a publication to send students abroad, and the place there that the GPA should be 3 point and above. So I started to think, if a student have to obtain 3 point GPA and above for a scholarship, I think I have to also improve my grade. In the University of Liberia, it is very tough. Especially you have to hustle and study and this, that, doing engineering there is very, very much tough. And you have to spend all your time, all of your energy researching and studying. Yeah. So I was not actually doing so well. I guess sometime 3 points I dropped back to 2.8. But since when I saw that, I got encouraged that I have to do well. So I was only encouraged internally. Then later on, I got an external encouragement. When I was on 19th Street taking my stroll, I saw one of my teachers from high school, St. Peter Lutheran School, and he is called Mr. Jehu Yuma. He taught us physics. So I spoke to him and asked me, how is your school? How is everything going on? I said, fine. And he asked me, what is your GPA this semester? I told him 2.8. And then he said, will you keep on scoring 2 points, 2 points, 2 points and graduate? Do you want to graduate and start hoping for the better and start hoping for things to change automatically? You have to improve your uh, grade point. I said, okay, sir, I will do that. So that semester, after I I got the internal encouragement, also the external encouragement from Mr. Jehu Human, I decided to move from Cinco to go and stay at Fender side. And I have a good friend called Moses Taylor from Firestone. He hosted me in his apartment free of charge. And all were there. I used to now spend more time studying, more time researching, and there's that. No more time to hustle to do small study class. But at least I have to spend more time to build up my grade point for the dream I have. Because as we all know, in LIB, all of us are not, I mean, majority of us don't have strong financial background. So to study abroad by our own finance, it was difficult. And so I said that there should be one of the means in which I can study abroad by building up my GPA. So I was there, started to study and this, that. After some time, Moses Taylor have to move back to Firestone and have to find different place. And one man there called Joe Jala, he also hosted me in his apartment in free of charge as I was staying near the school campus, and I was spending months more and more time studying. So to cut all of those studying matters short, after graduation, one of the students called Lasana Dukle, one of our classmates, he posted in our class group chat. Some of you us listening don't like class group chat, don't like group chat. It is very important because important informations have been shared. It is not always that they have some bulk of silly information, but at times important information are shared. And this guy always share good information. And this time he also shared the information about Asnam Meta scholarship. To be truthful, without him, it was coming to have been difficult for me to know that Arsenal Beta scholarship was out at that time. Before that time, I have already applied to 54 different universities throughout the world. University of California, what have you? Yeah, I met the grade point average, and I was sure that I have to study abroad. So when he sent the information on the class group chat, I read the information, I read all of the criteria, I put all of my documents together. I went to renew my passport and everything. Um, and Arsenal Meta only needed one more thing, that is offer letter or acceptance letter in a university. All of the 50 plus universities I've applied to in Europe, America, none of them are responding at that time. So we have a student in India, also from the University of Liberia, who graduated with Kumnali. He graduated 1 year before us. His name is Thomas Mauro Jr. Yeah. After 25 years, he was one of those who graduated with Kumnali along with Scholar Emmanuel Snonte. So informed me, and in less than 5 days, he spoke to your university here, and he gave me the offer letter, and I also applied. When I applied, I said, no, this one, I must get this scholarship by all means. So I started to ask him, how was the process and this, that, some of the studying thing. He told me everything. I have to study, I have to research and this, that. So I went on studying and researching. Then I thought that one more thing, I'm not good at at interview because I'm slow in speech. So I said, all right, I will ask someone who have broad idea in interview. So I went and asked one of our professor called Mr. Emmanuel Freeman. He was one of the youngest professor at that time. I think he's still an instructor of the University of Liberia, civil engineering. So I asked him, I said, sir, if you have to show me interview things and things that he agreed. So the following time, He called me on phone. He said the interview, you have to do this, you have to do that, and you have to study. And he asked me about what I'm going to say during the interview. So I explained all to him. And then again, he have to counsel me on each of my statements. And I wrote them down. I did further research again, and I studied very well. And I went for the interview. And during the interview, it was so tough. Before the interview, we can write tests, math and English. And of course, it is not an issue for 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 anyone who have passed through high school. Mathematics and English is nothing much. So after that was the interview, and I passed the interview successfully. And it was a great story for me. Yeah. After passing the interview, when I sat the interview, doing the interview and everything, I was sure that I would be qualified for the scholarship. Right after the interview, I went home. I started telling everybody that I'm I'm going to be qualified for the AMS scholarship. Yeah, I was so confident because firstly, Thomas and all those who have passed through the interview and passed through the scholarship process in time past also informed me that the process is very transparent. So now, since it is transparent and I did all what I could do, I knew that I would be qualified. And how come I was successful and I got qualified for the scholarship, and I'm here studying. I mean, and I came here studying in India, Republic of India, Chandigarh University, which is the #1 most accredited private university in the entire India. So I graduated June 28th of this year, and I'll be awaiting my
Wow.
departure back to Liberia either August or September. So that's it.
Wow, that is a voice. That is a wonderful voice of engineer. Now we can call you engineer.
Yeah.
Elisha O. Ibn is your name. We have Beacon Nesada. He's following from Seklipi Limba County. We have Elijah Chris Woloba. He said, Comrade Elisha O. Ibn, I salute you, brother. We have Ramfeld Dolo. He said, good evening. I'm following you guys live from Gatundin Town, District number 2. That is the road are leading to Ikepa. On this road we're sitting on here, that is the town that Raphael Dolo is from. I want to say thank you all. Keep sharing this live video. So in Nimba Kante, when people do such a great thing, we celebrate them. Let's celebrate you with this music a little bit more. Then we will come on and move into the interview here tonight. So we have to celebrate you with this music. Let's dance to this one and say congratulations to Scholar, Estella Metal Liberia Scholar here tonight. He has made it over.
Are you living records?
So if you are just joining, we want to say good evening to all of you who are tuning in. Congratulations to our dear brother and scholar, Elisha O. Ibn. He is a scholar Metal Liberia, one of the scholars Metal Liberia scholars studying engineering, technology, and communication education. Good evening, wherever you join us from, keep sharing this live video. So will come back to the music. We'll come back to this music, but we are still here and we are hosting our dear friend and brother who is a scholar. He is an Metal Liberia scholar. Chukwuke Mo said, great man. We have Elita Miata Williams said, great story from the great man. Dark Kids. Ha, my man, plenty people know you too, Elijah. A lot of people know you. A lot of people follow you. Chris Barry, gonna say I'm following from Ivory Coast. Thank you so very much. And keep sharing this live video. Let's take this very important documentary from Estella Meta, and we'll come from there. We'll continue this interview. We are here tonight. Keep sharing this live video.
If we continue on this path we are on now, it will be good. I think we are more than maybe 2,000 young Liberians that are employed. Imagine getting 2,000 more people on board. What will they do for our country?
Oh, where do I start?
What you see as Celebrator is doing, if you look around the country, you wouldn't find such an investment. When I came to Liberia, it wasn't easy to get a job. There were times where you were told to forget about the education and just find something else to do.
After the war, 2003, it has been so difficult, just on a daily basis.
We took a bold step to enter Liberia at that time when nobody wanted to come. Phase 2 represents a paradigm shift in the way you do mining in Africa, and now continue to build, very soon be a world-class mining operations in our country. I think it's amazing, and I'm happy to be part of it.
During the Ebola crisis in 2014, we stayed here. A lot of other companies and contractors left. We supported the government with the fight against the Ebola crisis. After that, we had a period of low iron ore prices where we maintained production, even running a loss. COVID period came along, we stayed. We are in here for the long time, the long term in Liberia, and working with the government, closely with the government as partners.
ArcelorMittal Liberia is the largest contributor to the national budget. Over the last 4 to 5 years, ArcelorMittal Liberia has been the largest taxpayer in Liberia. I'm a Liberian. I am an indigenous Liberian. My name is Eboh. Phase 2 project is an interesting topic that I love personally as a Liberian. Phase 2 promises to bring Liberia on the map. When Phase 2 is in full production, the 15 million ton concentrate, we will be the second largest producer of concentrate in Africa, and job security and security to the country. So Phase 2 brings solution to Liberia as a country.
It's the railway line that is at the moment being refurbished and upgraded to be able to transfer to 30 million tons per annum capacity. We are looking at using 15 million tons, perhaps going to 30 million tons at a later stage. But it gives the railway line another 15 million tons to be shared with potentially other companies, other people that would like to transport material over the railway line in the benefit for the country.
The process we will be using in Phase 2 will be completely different from what is being done now. We have systems in place that Liberians have not seen before. There'll be upskilling of Liberians to be able to use those pieces of equipment, and you are going to elevate that from 1,000 to 5,400 tons per hour. That's a massive jump. We are looking forward to a positive future.
The concentrator is meant to clean our iron ore, and there are a lot of people that will be employed there. In there, you get over thousands of people working there. And those people, they're from Liberia. And those people, they have family at the back. So one person, you work here and you have 10 person that you're sponsoring. Just start checking how many person that will benefit from that concentrator.
It's the first time that we have a concentrator like this, which need to be operated, which need to be maintained. We spending, and we have to, spend a lot of time, effort, resources on training. A vocational training center established in Jekepa, which is one of our pockets of excellence really, where we train up people like electricians, mechanics, all kinds of trades to a level which is internationally recognized.
We focus on the community interests, things that benefit the entire community instead of individuals. So that includes social economic development in their communities. So ArcelorMittal is the largest investor and a contributor to social development in our communities. Annually, we pay $3 million. That's helped to make a great impact in our communities. For example, you got schools constructed, clinics, playgrounds, and all of that. And so it has helped a whole lot.
ArcelorMittal, great benefit. You know, the benefit our children are going to school. Very useful in the community. Like we used to get Eboh, like we used to get Senegal. Very important because if our produce cannot go to the market, our children will not be in class.
We've been given a lot of opportunities for the fact that I'm playing the role I'm playing, and then there are other Liberian guys who in similar position. You can see that there's a possibility for growth, and then you feel part of the project. You're contributing to the future of Liberia.
My kids' school fees will be paid, my rent will be paid, my kids will have food, I can afford a car.
And I believe as well that one of the things that if we are successful in getting phase 2 off the ground, it will show the external world what can be done in Liberia, and will have the potential to attract other investors, big investors, to come to Liberia and invest here. AML, as far as I'm concerned, a Liberian company. It is meant to be run by the Liberian people and owned by the Liberian people. I am very determined to make sure that even the CEO in the future is a Liberian person.
Wonderful documentary. And at this juncture, we now want to declare the line open. And the numbers to call are already pinned on the screen. The numbers to call are 0776 572019, or you can better still call 0886 693625, or you can equally call as well. If you are outside of Liberia, you want to call WhatsApp, you can call this number on WhatsApp. That is plus 231-778-070604. Or you can still call us on our Lone Star. You can still call us on our Lone Star on 088 088 and then 0803. So the numbers to call are all pinned now on the screen, and all you will need to do is to place in your call, either to commend ArcelorMittal or to encourage other people to continue to take advantage of some of these opportunities as explained by our dear brother Elisha, who is here with us here tonight. But let's continue to take some comments that are coming on the stream now. A lot of people want to interview you now, Elisha. Nimadina TV has introduced you. So BK Nesadan is a talk show host at Radio Truth FM in Seklipi, Nimba County. And he said he wants your number, him to talk with you. He is a reporter of Truth FM. If you agree, I can give your number to BK as well. Thank you so much. You
Yes,
have
yes.
consented. I will give your number to him, and BK is going to call you and going to be live on Radio Seklipi in Nimba County and some parts of Liberia. We have Patrick David. He said, hey guys, I join you from Ghana's Town Hall Community, Mosorado County. We have Johnson Ntamba. He said this comrade is very confident in whatever he does. Congratulations once again for putting the 34th graduate class of the Civil Engineering Department of the University of Liberia on the map. You are indeed a great man. Wow, what a great testimony. Charles Barry Kuyudo said, great man. It's your boy, Charles Kudo. So a lot of people who have not seen you for a while, they are now they are now seeing you. And the lines are declared open if you want to call in, participate on this program called The Truth of the Matter. The numbers to call are 0778 070604 or 088 or 0776572019 or 0886693625. If you are outside of Liberia and you want to call on the WhatsApp number, the numbers to call are +231 778 070604. So a young man aged between 20 to 30 is now a master degree holder. That is the motivation that is here tonight. Elisha, just in case you you are given a chance, which of course you have now, to talk to a Selometer about your education sojourn, why you so in, like you said in your testimony, you applied to several universities around the world, but a Selometer made it possible. What will you tell Estella Meta if you have had the opportunity, which I believe you have, to see the CEO of Estella Meta right in front of you? What will you tell him?
Yes, I will tell them to continue to their good work, and I'll also tell them to increase the amount of people in which they grant opportunity to, because during our time it was 22 students, and the following time I think the same 22 students. You can imagine the youthful population in Liberia is more than 1.4 million youth. So out of 1.4 billion youth, if we are just having 22 youth who are given the opportunity, I think it's small. It needs to be increased. Um, um, but I think the burden should not just be on Arsenal Mental alone as a company.
So
There are hundreds of companies
let me
in
come
a
let me kindly
yeah.
hold you there. Let me take this let me take this call that is coming in. I have a caller. The person is on WhatsApp calling in here tonight. So let me try to take his call. But I don't know what's wrong with his line. So something might be wrong. Something might be wrong. Okay, so yeah, you can go ahead, please. Just go ahead.
Yes, Arsenal Beta cannot do it all. There are hundreds of companies in the Republic of Liberia in time past and in uh, current time. But Arsenal Beta is the only company who is taking care of the future of Liberia. And I think the other companies have to step in and do such. The burden should not only be on Arsenal Meta alone. I richly appreciate Arsenal Meta and congratulate them, because it is not only mean that it's being impacted. Liberia as a whole, Africa as a whole, the world as a whole is being impacted.
Okay,
Yeah, as I speak to you now.
let us please let us please hold you on there. We have now a caller who is on the line from Ivory Coast. Can you call your name, please? Okay. Yeah. So you've just introduced yourself and 10 seconds. Great. So, what is your message to Estella Metal family that provided him with this golden opportunity? Thank you so much for joining us from Africa Coast tonight. Thank you so much. So you can also do the same, like our dear brother who I just called in tonight from Africa Coast. You can also do the same here tonight. It is very inspiring. Actually, it is thought provoking. It is something that motivates people for the very young man, to be able to keep trying. He noticed that, look, I'm not doing well, but I have to double up. Let's take this call coming in here. Good evening, caller. Where have you joined? Your name and where have you joined us from, please? Mitako, welcome to the truth of the matter here on Nima Dina TV, Mr. Mitako Toa. 30 seconds. Okay, thank you very, very, very much for that feedback. But what do you think about those young Liberians now who they are sponsored, and I believe they will be absorbing most of them? What do you have to say about that to Islamita? Okay. Okay. Thank you so much, Mitako. Thank you, and have a good stay in Kitman. Okay, thank you, dear brother. So that's the beauty of technology. He is way there in Grand Kitman County, and our brother Elisha O. Eben. What is the correct pronunciation of your last name?
Yes.
Okay, correct. So Josephus name one said great one, Elisha. And yes, I'm gonna give your number to the talk show host there at Radio Truth FM number. And as soon as we end this interview, we'll have another caller here as well. Good evening, caller. Your name and where have you joined us from? Your comrade is here. I know you want to comment him. Listening to you. Thank you so very much, Johnson, and keep following Nimba D9 TV for all your different programs. Thank you so much, Johnson. It was nice having you. All right, so that is your colleague Johnson there. We have 8 more minutes to go. So we stay accepting calls. You can call us on 0778 070604 or 088 111 or 0776 572019 or 086693625, or on WhatsApp you can call us on +231 778 070604. So here with our guest, and our guest tonight is nobody else but Elisha O. He has been with us for nearly 1 hour now. He has been sharing with us his success story. How did he come along? Yeah, how did he arrive at this point to have earned his master's degree at this very young age from one of the prestigious universities, private universities in India, exclusively sponsored by Scholar Liberia, and he's going to be returning back to country in August of this year. So we want to say thanks to all of you who continue to follow Nimba D9 TV. Want to say thanks to our management and staff, and thanks to the Africa Development Management Associate. Good evening to Dr. Toga Gay Macintosh. Good evening to our managing director, Chief Elias Shunia. Good evening to the communication director, the man Blow J, Remo God Blow J Joe, and to our administrator Ernest Duato, and all of our staff. Today is one of our teammates' birthday, to be precise, the IT officer for the Africa Development Management Associate. His Theo Nelson Jr. Want to say happy birthday to you, Theo, and the rest of the folks. So we are still here, and you can do the same to place in your call, because we will soon be going to our dear brother and scholar, Elisha O. He will be closing us out. But before we do that, let's take this music from the top. So, well, just in case you are tuning, I want to say welcome, 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 welcome to all of you. Dominic F. Tokba said, congratulations, Elisha. And Josephus Nell said, thanks so much, great man, for the great achievement and congratulations again. Incredible Uriah Guajina, co-host at Radio Secretary, said, awesome. Now we're going to go to Elisha, who's going to close us out. Probably you wanted to have said something and we did not touch it. We're going to give you that time to do that. It's over to you, Elijah.
Yeah. On the first question, previously asked about my success story. I left two things out. Number two was how
Yeah, please go ahead. Yeah.
the scholarship impacted me, Liberia as a whole. I forgot those two aspects. Yeah.
Yeah,
So
please go
the
ahead. Please go
second
ahead.
aspect, yeah, and the second aspect is this. I will focus mainly on Liberia as a whole because the essence of the scholarship is not for personal improvement. It's for the improvement of the country, which of course Arsenal Meta is doing extremely well. Before I could accept this host, this show, and even before I could attend the show, I didn't communicate with Arsenal Meta at all, so that there should not be any form of bias. Like Arsenal Meta asked me to say something, and no. It is not of such. And so I'm not speaking based upon anyone influencing me. No, I am great man. I'm a man of integrity. Anything that is right, I will tell you is right. Anything is wrong, I will tell you is wrong. It's the way it is. So now Arsenal Meta is doing extremely well in impacting the nation as a whole. John F. Kennedy once made a statement, and I quote, he said, our progress as a nation is no swifter than our progress in education because the human mind is our fundamental resource. Arsenal Meta is carrying on infrastructural development in the Republic of Liberia, but the best and the highest development that any nation can carry on is educational progress. The more the more the education in a country or in a region is, the more the technology is, the reduction in poverty is, the more the society improve, and the less the crime rate. So as now Meta impacting us or impacting me is for the benefit of Liberia. And currently, what Arsenal Meta has done by sending me abroad to school based upon this transparent process is that the Republic of Liberia now currently have the most accredited educational consultancy in the entire Africa through me. If you hear about any educational consultancy called Movement of Initial Company, it was founded January of this year. Just January of this year, it have overtaken all of the educational company in entire Africa that were founded 30 years ago, 40 years ago, 15 years ago. And all of the glory goes to the Republic of Liberia. Because if you check on Google Map, where this company is, it is in Liberia. I have received a lot of call, a lot of email, a lot of text message from universities in Europe, in Asia, in India, asking me to sign agreement with them due to the high accreditation of the company. And so this alone, I was still a student when I innovated that. What more about when I return to the country, there will be more and more innovation that is going to improve the country more and more. And the company now has network in more than 18 countries throughout the world. If you check on our website, you will see it is now planted in more than 18 different countries throughout the world. In Bhutan, in Bangladesh, there's name it a lot. So such thing Arsenal Beta does is that Arsenal Beta select the right people who are competent to represent Liberia well. So their level of transparency, their level of credibility in this scholarship process is very excellent. If if Liberia as a whole can follow Arsenal meta scrutiny process in terms of scholarship, in terms of jobs, etc., the country is going to move very, very much fast. So I appreciate Arsenal Metal so much for that, for impacting the country as a whole. So now in my field of study is transportation engineering. That is, I now design, construct, and maintain airport, seaport, train track, and that of highway. And so you can imagine how impactful it's going to be in the Republic of Liberia. The Republic of Liberia just have less than 10% of our road is paved. And so you can imagine the more than 90% plus of our road is unpaved. So transportation engineers are needed, and Arsenal Meta has made it possible to produce eminent transportation engineer who is not just transportation engineer by paper, but also by action, by idea, by creativity, by movement. So all of these things impact the country as a whole. So not only for me, others in different field of study. As Scholar Dio is also doing transportation engineer. Dio Blekus is a great innovator too. Is also doing that. You know, it is good. So I will really appreciate Arsenal Meta for that, for impacting the country as a whole. Yeah.
Wow. What a great way to end this very important and very motivational and inspiring interview today. This has been one, if not the best interview I've ever had with a wonderful guest. Very relaxed. With no disrespect to all of our brilliant scholars and all of that, but you bring a lot of innovation. Your story resonates very well with a lot of Liberians who are following tonight and all of that. And would love to say thank you so much. And I will share your number with that journalist from Nimba County. So from this interview, you have also now have an invite from another radio station in Nimba County. This is what we do. Thank you so much for coming on here tonight. We appreciate you a lot. And we look forward to
So
hearing more from some scholars. Yes, you can go ahead, please. You can go ahead, please.
yes. So before we close the interview, I would like to just appreciate a few group of people. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, please go
So
ahead.
number
It's all
one,
yours. Yeah.
I would like to appreciate the the 102 graduating class of the University of Liberia, which of course is the 34th graduating class of the civil engineering, spearheaded by Scholar Anthony Limle. She is a great female general who is currently studying in China. She has been my close friend throughout the schooling time. Yeah, she is a grace combre and a supportive young lady. So I would like to appreciate her. And I also like to appreciate Mr. Mohammed Sharif. Yeah, he is in PCC, PD City in Corporation. He is a senior man. He is not just a friend to me, but he is a senior man to me. Yeah, he always supportive to me. I can remember when I was still in a university, I didn't have computer. I went to borrow someone computer, and he asked me, "Why don't you have computer?" I say, "Bro, I don't have cash." And instantly, he gave me some hundreds of dollars US. He said, "I should go and buy computer. It is difficult to find people supporting each other in our country. However, the narrative is changing over and over. I would like to appreciate Mr. Hassan L. Keddy, who is the international administrator of Movement of Initial Company. And I would like to appreciate Miss Sheila O. Eboh. She is my elder sister and the brain behind all of my work and improvement. I will appreciate Madina Johnson, who is my mother. She is an actress, a movie producer, and also a nurse. She is at Chicken Soup Factory in Triumphant Evangelical Fire Ministry, where Evangelist J. Ben Greatness, my senior man, is. I will appreciate Greater Evangelism War Crusade. I also appreciate Victory Christian Assembly, where I grew up. So yeah, I will also appreciate all of our friends, our guests who were on the line, and General Dominic Josephus, and we have Moses, and we have Patrick, and we have Charles, and we have Chukumo. All of these men are mighty men from the 34th graduating class. I appreciate all of you. I appreciate all of the viewers who I don't know, people from Nibar County, the great county that is hosting Arsenal Beta and making it possible for young people to be impacted and the nation to be transformed as a whole. So thank you all so much, and thank you, the great ambassador, for hosting the show. Thank you all.
Thank you so much. You are a very wonderful man. Hassan, Dominic, Mitako, the rest of you want to say thank you. Thank you so very much. And I know from this interview, a lot of people will reach out to you as well. And we will do this more often. And this is not just the last time of us doing it. We're going to get involved. Probably we're going to talk more next time about your company that you're talking about as well, and what are you directly involved with, and how can they also be of help to other Liberians. But that will be, for another time. We'd love to say thank you so much for coming tonight. Have a wonderful time. But what time it is in India at the moment?
At this time, it is 3:39 a.m.
In the afternoon?
No. In the night, 3:39 in the night.
In the night. In the night. Yeah. Oh my God. And you are up this early just for this interview. This is what we call somebody who appreciates. We want to thank you, Elisha Uban. We want to say thank you so very much. May God bless you, and thank you for coming. Bye-bye.
Thank you so much.
So we are here. We are just with us. What a great show here tonight. Very, very great show here tonight. I want to say thank you. All of you who tune in. Our call. We love to say thank you so very much. This is Nimba B19. You can be the station here. I want to appreciate all of you who tuned in tonight. of this very important broadcast. Again, you can join us next week Wednesday. And it's going to be another edition of the matter. We're going to be looking at the music industry of this country. We'll probably be hosting EV Dano So we bring to all of you who made it possible. Mike, my name is Ambassador. Tuesday is my birthday. And remember the Health Minimize Epilepsy campaign is on tonight. It's embarrassing but you your friend you walking in the person gets scared. It's not a which is just a situation.
You can look at some method, you can't say, but I get what's going on. The Bama do a call a day. You don't know say cafe, Mama Magapuli. When I never know what that's so. I tell you, go, I present my own from a double yard. The young Bakuna day. The so you can't so true, Cabe, but tomato. Congo Mamaka, they went up their back. Congo Mamaka, they put their work up back to the papier. I will buy my door for the day. Kabama do call the day, Padeka. Cassia Quama, Cassia, Cassia Quama, Cassia, Cassia Quama, Cassia. I'm a cannon. So the boy you go there, baby. Lampo Coma, like, wait. One Kadi Yapaga way. Terry Map will go with Paul. With you go find the Akuya. Wait. Look at Bacchus man with your grandson, Nima Kante. Nima Kante because you're through a tribe. When we go and play Karaya, when we go and boy, I would have Tapa. See the toy, I am Papa. I do to put one dog to walk. Come over here so far, can't even deserve. They can wado. So, young, I hear so. They are my so. They are young Papa. As I come go to Rassanian. Isoka, Mamma, no piede, Isoka, Papa, no piede. And now, Marie, and now, oh, let you move it. Tomorrow, I'm going to go to my band is a can support, and they come away. One so out my it's so out my so out my What do you have about Magatoya? Katoya about Magatoya? Katoya Magatoya? Dio, Magatoya. Don't see you. They were talking about my boy. That's all. Beat on you, Yaya Boso. Then my way. And that you say you put my kid, but you never talk about it. I'm a Send no matter what you know. Ganga Zesu Ganga, Ganga Zesu Ganga, Ganga Zesu Ganga. Aya. Batuma da so batuma, batuma da so batuma.